Hi, it's G from Native Speakers Academy here, and in our new video series we're going to be looking at simple lessons. These are going to be a series of short videos where I try to give some piece of key information or advice that I think will be useful and helpful to students, teachers, and maybe everybody in their life and the experiences that they're having. The concept of simple lessons comes from the idea that it needs to be short and sweet. It needs to be clear and concise. And I don't want to waste anybody's time. So from my discussions with students, there are key points that we go through in understanding learning and human growth and personal motivation. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to present a short idea every day that people can apply into their lives in order to make things better, hopefully. So we begin today with the concept of acceptance, the need to accept ideas into your life, the need to accept that things will change, the need to accept that people will have different opinions, and the need to accept that you can't change a lot of things that exist within the world, but you can change things within yourself. So an external problem is only really resolved by an internal understanding. Now, I'm not saying that you need to change yourself or who you are specifically to fit into the world around about you, but it's much easier to focus on the personal elements that you can control, the internal technology, as I would call it, rather than relying too much on external influences and ideas. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can develop, and make this acceptance a daily principle or a daily habit. And part of acceptance is things like being grateful and showing gratitude for the positive elements that exist within your environment and for the people that you share your day and your time with. I think it's also important to accept that there's a right time for everything. There's always a beginning, a process, and an end in everything, and we need to accept sometimes that there are elements of everything that we need to let go of. I think all artists have had the experience of working on a piece of art too much, working on a drawing or a picture or a painting too much, and by doing that you sometimes spoil the work that you do. So we need to understand there's a right time to start everything. There's also a right time to finish everything. And everything has its time. And so once we understand that and accept that, we're ready to move on to the next thing that we want to achieve or do within our life. And that's the first of our simple lessons. let me know what you think, and if you've got a subject that you'd like me to cover, drop me a line, send me a message. Time to pause.